Hey, welcome everyone. Oh, I need to resize this quickly. That's about right. Welcome. How are we all doing today? Interesting stuff going on, of course, with UK politics again. Liz Truss resigning. No surprise. It's not going to have any effects on the market, so whatever. Don't really care. It just means that even more of an idiot, Rishi Sunak, is going to end up Prime Minister. And there's going to be no more Tories left by the time they get through everything. So, yeah, I just want them to call a general election just to get them out because it's just so annoying. Anyway, welcome everybody. Who do we have in here? Oh, I can't actually scroll on this. Matteo, Christopher, Off, Testy, Jog, Claude, PJ, Young, Super, Slippage, Ethereum, Nicola, Roynek, and yeah, I think that's all the names that I can see. So yeah, how are we all doing? We're back at Daily Open. The VWAP's also here, so let's see what happens. We're like nearly at the VWAP. There's really like not much to talk about again today so far. So what we'll do it as a general just look across the markets. I've only taken one trade today, and that was the short off of the weekly open. I may look to take a long here, but I already have long exposure. So yeah, there's just nothing much to say with Bitcoin. So we'll have a look across all of the markets. Let's see what happens. I expect we'll probably get a bit of a bounce. Oh, my microphone is miles away from me. Let's just bring that a little bit closer. People should be able to hear me a bit better now. DR, UK Queen needs to come back. Yeah, I mean, literally the only thing that Liz Truss did while she was in power was cause the Queen to die and crash the economy, like even more than it's already crashing. So it's just stupid. Stupid. Right. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do a little update. Let's just go over onto this. So, Bitcoin, not doing anything. All right, nothing new. We're just back at the Daily Open. So, we had the move down early hours of this morning. We had the move up during the London session. And then we got into the weekly open. No volume. And now we're back at the Daily Open with VWAP just below. So I'm expecting a bounce. I think that we just got to play this as just floating up, boring. Then we'll see what happens. We can have a look at the altcoins and we can have a look at the rest of the market as well whilst we're here. But I don't have any particular... we're just hovering around this POC. Testy, why lettuce? So basically, there was a paper that did a live stream that put a lettuce or a cabbage next to a picture of Liz Truss, and then people were betting on whether the lettuce would rot before Liz Truss resigned, or whether Liz Truss would resign before the lettuce rotted. So, yeah, silly. DXY looks a bit pumperoony. Let's have a look at the DXY then. Alerts. If we come down here, come back down to the daily, I'll set an alert down here. You don't want to be going below 19,060 again at this stage. You've not really had a break of market structure yet. We've got to come up and take out these highs in order for this to be considered like downtrend, reverse into a bit more of an uptrend. But we're getting a bounce as expected, but the POC here is probably going to catch it. The dollar. There's not really much to say on this either, is there? It's the golden pocket, right? It's just 618. Take it from actually where the move started. So that's why the dollar's finding some support. Back into... I don't really know what to think of this one, because we are in this... So locally, we do have this downtrend. Are we going to get like 3 drives down and coming down a little bit lower on the DXY, or are we looking at this as being a bit more of a rounded bottom? Again, it's a very similar situation. I just think consolidation this week is likely. We're in earnings. Earnings are settled. We have no major news events apart from Liz Truss being a stupid thing. There's no economic data coming out that's interesting until next week. So yeah, I don't really think we're going to get anything over the course of the rest of the week. It is just a case of things are just floating around, no kind of breakout in either direction. I expect that the dollar will bounce. Well, it is bouncing. I expect it will probably get stopped if it does come up to around about like 112.8. You've got an order block there. These have been working quite well. So you might see a bounce up to here, and then it will probably just chill out for a bit, and it will just go fairly flat. I don't really see. I don't know why I'm streaming, because nothing's going to happen. We'll see what happens when the market opens, but literally everything's just floating around. That's all I can really say. Things are just floating around. They're not doing anything. Markets are just like, and they're just whatever. So let's have a look at some higher time frames. We'll talk about higher time frames. We'll talk about some other stuff. And yeah, I guess we'll just see where we end up. So the S&P 500 is going to open where it closed. So we're not really going to have a gap today. You can see that that's at 3691. So we've had this move down that takes us back into the previous day close, or when futures took over. And I would imagine that this is just going to get a bit of a bounce here, and we're going to open around about 3695. We're going to open without a gap, and then that just leaves us in the middle of nowhere still. So we filled that gap. We're chilling. Price is just chilling. You do have this gap down here, and then you've got a bunch of stuff above. But yeah, it's literally just chilling. Like everything's just chill. It's just nothing. UK 100, a little dumpy on the news of Truss. No, actually not a dump. What time did she announce that she was resigning? Let's have a look at the GBP. Actually, this is quite a nice move up. So must be Liz Truss resigns and the pound pumps. That's how much she's just useless. Yeah, like look at this, like euro dollar's just chilling again. You filled inefficiencies to the downside, you come back into support, you get a move up, you have an order block here, it's causing resistance. Chilling, everything, boring. Throw some alts at me and we'll do some higher time frame analysis. Oh, one thing I do want to just go over quickly. I do have an idea on QNT, because QNT is moving quite well. Obviously, it's been doing, like, this has been the best performer for a very, very long time, and we're having a decent correction off of this now, which is actually really, really nice to see. At last, there is a correction. And the thing that we keep doing on this is just backtesting POCs. So we backtest the POC, and we're coming into decent fib levels. So if we are going to look at, let's say, I mean, if you take it from the last like swing low, then down here you've got that golden pocket. But if you take it from the impulse up, you've just got the 786 slightly above where this point of control is. So I think a move down into like 156 into this POC off of this, because it just goes like triangle, break, the opposite direction, triangle, break down, triangle, break down. That's literally like what it's doing. It's really, really quite straightforward stuff on these altcoins sometimes. So let's see if it can come into this POC and if it can get a bounce off of that. And then I'd be looking for a move back up towards $200. So this is actually very, very relaxed to trade. The price movements are really good. Like you can see the reaction off of the point of control last time. Okay, and now we're getting a pretty decent correction off of this. I do think that if we can continue to fall, that sorts out a lot of this impulse. You're not going back below this previous range. I don't really want to see price coming back into here. But if you can just float down, bounce off of this and start to start to get a nice move up from that, I think that's tradable. And the good thing, I guess, about this is you can now trade this on derivatives if it's on Binance. So they do have derivatives back on QNT, but that's the only place that are offering futures on this. So exchanges still don't have like the supply to be able to have anything in their reserves and able to like actually offer this. It's all being just bought up by spot. But I think this move down, people getting out of the asset who maybe have bought the top, now we might start to see derivatives coming back in as the exchanges can reaccumulate and blah 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 blah, and then we can start trading this because it actually trades really nicely. I enjoy trading this, but because it's just on spot, there's not a whole lot you can do with it. So yeah. So that's QNT. Look for the triangles. Y. Yeah, H. Let's look at Y. Also, yeah, I did have blah 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 blah. If we look from it here, this POC is shifted. I don't know what you mean, Nicola. You can draw the POC from wherever. You've got the POC that's higher right here, but then I'm looking at previous range, okay? So previous range is where it keeps coming into. Previous range, move up, drop into it. Previous range, move up, drop back into it. That is much better, but unfortunately I did miss that move. We'll have a look at this because the meme coins have been really fun. Well, they haven't been really fun, not for me. They've been really fun for some people. How is this? Oh my god! What? Seriously, is this actually done this? Why did I not just buy the? How many percent is this up now? 720,000%. So if I'd bought the instead of Y yesterday, I'd be up 100%. Instead, I bought Y. Why did I buy Y? Why did I buy Y? Because now my Y is worth nothing, basically. I'm down 84% off of this now. I'm down 84% on Y. I just threw some money into it. I do not care. At one stage I was up 80%. Now I'm down 80%. And then maybe I'm going to end up like 100% again at some point. Why did I buy Y? Why? What else is there? Are there any like other tokens that are doing this stupid meme thing? Is what? No. How? How? Weth? No. It's just the. I can't believe that. What? It's because they're now. Oh man. How has this gone up so much more? Yeah, I mean, it's going to go to... They're all going to go to 0. Even this is going to go to 0. It's just ridiculous. This is what happens when the market gets so boring. And like I say, everything's just chilling. There's nothing going on. And this is what happens. The market does that. Hour. Is that an actual one? Is hour W wrap teeth? Or is there an hour USDT? Nah. There's nothing there. Liz Truss Inu. Is it Lizweth? Oh no, that's Lizard Protocol. Is there a Liz Truss? UK government Inu. Alright, forget it. I'm not going to be looking at these stupid coins anymore. Let's go on XRP. I saw someone asked about XRP, right? What P? Why did I buy Y? I lost $500 there just being stupid. But it's a bit of fun, right? Check the fixed range on Binance for... okay, let me... Hold on. Before I go and do anything on XRP, I just want to check this because Binance, I guess, do have a lot more volume. Let's go for the whole trend. And then you've got the usual culprits. So that's where we bounced last time. And then if you bring this into here, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, you got the POC up here because of this range that we went through. But if you're going to be looking at where... this is going to be the POC. Yeah, 156. It doesn't matter anyway, does it? It doesn't matter what's showing as a POC and what's not. If you've got high volume in an area, then that's likely to be somewhere where price goes towards, right? So, yeah, you lose that POC. Yeah, price hangs out there for a while. If it bounces into this, you'd expect that to be resistance. But I'm still going to stick with the idea that a move down to 156 before it bounces to 200 would be pretty good. Is Bojo Inu deflationary? The Tory government coin would certainly be deflationary because there's like none of them left. They've all gone. There's no Tory politicians left. Vitalik tweeted 30 minutes ago that it'd be funny in German and called Die, and now it's at 2.5 million market cap already. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, XRP, chilling. Alright, it's doing what everything else is doing, so this one's not really getting much movement. It's chilling. Everything's chilling. So, at support, green box. This is what we were looking for. We had identified this short previously that came down into the value area low, bounced into the value area high, back down to the value area low, kind of bounced into the POC. It's just a really nice, simple range on XRP. I don't really think there's too much more to be looking at from this. You may have something harmonic going on here. Potentially, you're probably down to the 886 from this. So do that, throw on your 886, there it is. So you did get a bounce off the 886, which is decent. Could that lead to a move up here? Maybe, even? I don't know, maybe. 886 to 886, that'd be kind of crazy. But I just really, yeah, it's just as likely to break down from here and come down into like below 42 cents as it is to get a bounce. It's had the bounce already. There's nothing more to say on this. It's just chilling and there's no real direction. You've already got that, so you can't long it. And I don't know how you could short it when it's at the bottom of the range. It hasn't even taken like local highs. Has it? Did that take the high? Oh, it did. Yeah, it did. This line was in the way. So that would have been the last opportunity to take a short off of this because of low volume. You just move up into there. And now maybe if you come back down into, let's go here, and you take out these lows, then you've got a decent order block down there. So if XRP can get a move down, that would be where you would look for a long. But it's really, really not very much movement because then you're looking at like 2%. 2% move on XRP that might take like a day, 2 days to play out because everything's so slow. If it just goes meh, 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 and then meh, 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 I don't know. So maybe. Balboa Inu. Nice. What else do we want to look at? Matic. Who was asking for Matic? Young Super asking for Matic. Of course. ERSDL. Luke. Yeah, I'll take a look at that as well. Let's go through Matic. Do I have a Binance chart? I hate these bees. And then if I go back onto this one, how much history do we have on here? Not very much. Not very much. But that's actually the important thing. We know where it bounced from, and then there is this weekly level which is clear and is important. Okay, that's cool. We've got enough history there to work from. We came into that order block. We then moved up into this one. We got this above daily level. But this has just been moving to, yeah. So you come into the bottom of the OB, then you take out the liquidity from above it. Here, you close below. I guess we're just looking down again. Calat Records, look, yeah, you're entitled to that opinion. But the thing is, it was never anything that was even mentioned with the crew. It's not trading. It's something that is a little bit of fun. So I don't care. You've got to remember what risk is for me, and yeah, so it's yeah, I'm not. You got to remember. I don't even Matic's just chilling here, isn't it? So it's come into. I've got the PUC up there. Loosing, yeah. Alright, I'm honestly struggling to see anything that's tradable. Anything that's actionable off of this, because again we're it's like middle of the range here. So we did have that ABCD that came down into this, and that got the bounce, but we've just bounced back up into the midpoint. You do have confluence here, which is why it's seeing that resistance, but I don't necessarily feel that a move down. Obviously, if it moves down from here, then you'd be looking at this as being more corrective, and you could go for, there are targets you could do. So try and like put on the 1-to-1, that takes you back up into those wicks previously. Was that the POC if we look further back? Because you do have volume here. But did that even do the 1-to-1 off of this? Nah. Is anything lining up as confluence? This is way lower. You'd need the market to dump though, wouldn't you? So you do have the fib extensions lining up with the order block down there. Now that we've bounced from this, with this being a range, and I'm just gonna do a couple more things on this. Yeah, like honestly, if this got moved down to like 55 cents, that would look really nice. It would look really nice. Anything higher is just difficult. You've broken through like a bit of a downtrend on here. You've done that. You maybe float back up to the top of the range, taking out these highs. $1. Yeah. That's enough. That's enough for Matic. It's another one that's literally just chilling. Literally just chilling. NFTs are launching on XRP Ledger on October 31st. We might get a big squeeze. So does that mean that Flare will be launching then? Because that's the technology that's there and able to... maybe. Liz is making the announcement. She's just done the press conference, right? Uniswap. Let's have a look at Uni. Oh, we do have 1 minute until open. Okay, let me just go off of the charts for a second here. We'll watch what is going on the SPX, where we're going to open there. It's going to be like no gap. We're just going to open... Well, we're going to open down here in just a second. We'll see what we get as like a first move. I kind of want to just mark on... Alright, we know what's going to happen. Let's go from this. You've got your London lows. That's too early. 8. Come on. London low. And London highs up there, so that's pretty obvious. So go and take out those lows, come back down into this daily level. That would be what I'd be going for. The first move is up, so we probably will come in and fill that gap on the S&P, which is just there. And then once you fill that gap, we will probably start to pull back again. So can it just come into PDPOC, just take out the local highs that we've just got here? Oh, just drank water and it went down the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah. Peter Kov, I'll look at EGLD in just a second. Yeah, let's just see how we go on the open. I probably won't take a trade here anyway, regardless of what happens, because there's not really much to trade. But I would be looking for a short right now after we've just had like that, the gap fill. Your London highs and lows on the S&P is way, way, way off though. Yeah, I don't like this because I really don't like where we are to start this session, because on the one hand, okay, we're getting the first move up. You did have the gap above, and we've got liquidity that can be taken lower. Okay, so I would expect that having put in a decent enough low down there, you've got your London lows all the way down here, you've got your London highs all the way up here, and we're just literally, like I say, floating in the middle. So the short would be the obvious play. Come down, take out the London lows, get a reversal partway through the session. But then what it's doing here is it does have that like 3 little spikes into the low. Actually having built support, I don't really have levels on this chart off of this. This is on the S&P. but you bounce off of the daily open and where the VWAP is anyway. So yeah, I got an itchy nose. Please look ETC when you have time. Okay, so yeah, I've got to look at EGLD and ETC. Thursdays are normally good fun, but this needs a bit more time because I'm only like sure if you take out these highs, or maybe even if you just come up here. There's just nothing to trade in this little bit. This little section of the chart is just nothing to trade off of. We just got to wait for it. Yeah, and yeah. What's the volume looking like just on the open here? It's pathetic. Really, really poor. A lot of new shorts. Yeah, this will just be bots just kicking in. So, Nej, sorry if I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah, there will be. So it's just the start of a new session. The bell rings and you just get the bots kicking in. And this is what we're just going through right now. So if you do look on here, it will just be tons of small orders. So let's open this up and you'll just see like a load of just small orders coming in. I don't actually have this to... Why is my nose so itchy? Hold on. That should be better. Young Super, you'll amp up the market by going to bed. Yeah, we're going to have one of those sessions. Like, there's not anything... There's no catalyst today. We're literally... How much is this range? We've been stuck in a $30 range since New York session has opened. $30. That is a range of 0.15%. We're gonna go back onto the altcoins. It's still an itchy nose. It's like literally the front of my nose is just a pain in the ass. It's like I've got a little spider walking on it. I've probably got hair coming out of my nose tickling me. Uni. Oh, sorry. Yes, Uni was asked about first. Uniswap, EGLD, and ETH Classic. Uni. USDT. Binance. Yeah. This is a very old chart. Remove. Do I have a better chart on... Oh, everything needs the P on it for this. Oh my god. This chart's so old and outdated. There's nothing left on this either, is there? Jeez. Like, you've hit everything. You've backtested dailies, you've backtested weeklies, you've hit everything in between. And it's just like, again, it's just stuck here. Harmonic, it looks too deep to be going into anything. No, like Uni's not. There's not a trade on. Not for me anyway, personally, because look at where you are. You just again, you're just kind of stuck. I want to find something decent. I'm not going to waste time on things that I just don't see opportunity for. There is just nothing on the chart unless you expand. But we're not going to get the volume this week to expand, so I don't see a reason to, like, obviously if you come out and take the highs, that could present a good short opportunity. But you're just internal, okay? You've taken out highs from here, you're pulling back. If we're going to look at, again, you've got to move down, I think, in order to get a trade. You'd be looking at it here. So that's where you potentially look for a long. And then if Bitcoin starts to dump and it comes back into those previous week lows again, which wouldn't look good for the whole market, so I'd be very, very cautious about that. All the stuff that's internal here, if you're looking at just market structure from this, you have had a break of market structure, you can see here. So you do have low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, break. Okay, so at this point you've got that break of market structure. So now what you are looking for is a bounce, but we've already bounced. So now we're back down at that. I would be looking, I think at this stage at continuation lower. So you got to go into the lower time frame still off of this, because you're just running out of stuff to trade. So the daily, the weekly, the 4 hour is done. That's already, like, it's kind of cooked. You come back into the 0.5, so then you're looking for the 2. So just as a corrective move back down, you've got volume there, you've got an order block there. If you're looking at the session profile, do we have an NPOC? No, but you will probably have this as a range POC. So start to build a bit of confluence. Are we going to get, we're not even going to get volume there. We're at the POC here. Pull that back. What is it from this range? There is some volume within there. It's not bad. That's where I'd look to take a trade. You take out these lows because we have had that break of market structure, and then you'd be looking for a corrective move back down into support again. Okay. EGLD looks good. So I was going to do that. EGLD looks good. I think it's just yeah, healthy. And that's the target. This has been the target for ages. So $60. So if we come up to $60 on EGLD, that's what I'm looking for. I am long. I have a long position in EGLD. I have a spot holdings of EGLD, and I'm looking for this to continue upwards. This to me looks fairly healthy. It's kind of defying the whole move back down that we've had, and the obvious thing will be to seek liquidity here, to go for the liquidity. So yes, a short would become valid, and you'd probably look for it in there. So yeah, $60. Anything above $60 for shorts starts to look okay. If you can line up some fibs with that, you've got your 618 right there. Okay, so there's enough confluence that, like, that's enough already. That's enough confluence there, and yeah, that would give you some harmonic stuff going on as well. So you could be looking at coming back down into here. It's a little bit high. You're basically already there if you wanted some shark or something, but yeah, I still think higher. $60. Then look for shorts. And if it fails, it will just be a volume thing. It will just fail through the rest, because the rest of the market has. But as you break through a wedge like this, the target is going to be up there. Dot's one of the ones that I do like the look of. Again, very, very simple chart, because at the moment that's all I'm really looking at, just to keep this fairly simple. So you've got a range. If we go for something more local, like you broke through that downtrend and didn't really do anything. How quick's P going to be the moderator on the... there we go. YGG as well. Sorry, I don't know what YGG is. I'll have a look at that in a second. Yeah, like I do like the look of DOT from like a higher time frame perspective. My charts are so simple at the moment because there's not a whole lot more to be looking at. I'm not really that interested in what's going on in terms of the levels. I'm just looking at general accumulation, and if we're putting in an accumulation range, I am looking at that very clearly as being a spring, and then this being the test. So the nice thing that this did yesterday was it took out these internal lows. So when you came down here and took out those lows, that was a good bounce, and that should generate you enough to start to break out of this range that it's in here. Again, throw on the fixed range, you got your POC, that's what's been basically holding it for a while. And if it can start to get some volume, and it needs to get some volume, the market needs volume to do anything right now. So if it can push through that POC, then I do think a move up towards like $6.90 is reasonable, at least to come up and take these highs. You've got to be aware of where liquidity is lying within this. You do have like 1, 2, 3, 4 equal highs here. So that could be, again, just keeping this range intact where you're looking at this. So let's just go on to the 4 hour, and you do have quite a clear and obvious 4 hour range with lows. I mean, even lows and highs like this, really. So a move back towards the top, you've got your POC in the middle, you can see there low, high, and then you've got deviation, back into the midpoint, starting to absorb, rise up to the top. And then that gives you this, that you'd look for an SFP. So if it can get back through here, and it can do that, and then you look to short it back into the middle again. And just continue that range for a while, because I think this is likely to continue. I think it looks good short term. You could get a move of like 7-8% from where it is. You've got a decent invalidation off of that. So if you're looking at a long, it's not the best entry. But let's say you took a long here, you've got a decent invalidation because you have taken out internal liquidity, and you could be aiming for the highs. Not a particularly good risk to reward off of it, and not the highest probability, because it very much depends on what the rest of the market's doing. But yeah, that's DOT, I think. YGG, right? Downtrend. What is this? what is this coin? What does it do? It just no. Like literally no, just don't even go there. Has this ever changed market structure from just being shit forever? What is this? Where's this low coming from? Okay, what's back here? You've done... this is just awful. Don't touch this. Who asked about this? Sorry, I don't want to laugh, but this just like... oh my god. You've taken out lows from back in the summer, and you're just... nothing. Yeah, it got a bounce, but now you're right the way back down here. So this is going lower, surely. you had the bounce back up that happened. What was that last week? Was that when we had the good? Yeah, when we got that decent volatility a week ago. So it bounced with everything else. So the only reason it bounced is because everything else bounced. But you've immediately lost the level again. This is where it should have held. If you were to stand any chance at all of actually looking like this, actually looking half decent, it would have held here and it would have continued higher and you would have seen volume coming into it. There's nothing. So now at this stage, if this bounces back up into that, so if it bounces back up into 31 cents, you'd probably want to take a look at a short and keep shorting that as low as it can go. Unless you get a break of market structure, there's like nothing there. Sorry guys, yeah, everyone's like giving me loads of altcoins to look at. I will try and get through them. Just keep throwing altcoins at me. Oh, what am I doing? ETC USDT. There we go. ETH Classic. There's so many coins being thrown at me. Can I just quickly, where are we? Wait. I don't even need to do that. Where are we? What are we doing? We're literally still in that range. What is Bitcoin doing? Seriously. Ugh. ETH Classic. Macro value area low. From that like weird old pump that it had back in May. This is better. This is much better. So you've taken lows. You've come into single prints. Yeah, you look at that impulse up. Really nice. Big impulse higher. So you have a move up of, wow, like 250%. And then you correct, okay? You're looking at a corrective move that comes back down, fills in the inefficiencies. You did it once, you came in, filled in all of this. That wasn't enough to cause it to come back up towards the highs again. That could have been a deviation of the range, but because of the general market being like generally shit, it just started to fall apart more. And now you've taken liquidity at the lows. So actually having bounced back into this is what you would have wanted to see YYG doing, okay? It took out some very important lows from back in July. Yeah, after a big impulse up. So you're looking at this as being potentially a big shift in where this is going. You've got the value area low down here as well. So you've got confluence with that. And this is what you want to see, okay? You want to spring below. This again happened on Thursday, but then you actually get a break of market structure from that. So you do take out the highs. You come back in. You've got a corrective like ABC down. Back in to test that $22 whatever. $22.15 from back in June. Big SFP. This is being like a little retest of that. Fibs lining up. 618 exactly there. Value area low just below. So $22, $22 to $23 looks really good. And this could be a potential like, yeah. Because you've got an invalidation off of that at this stage. Like you can't. You're already too high up off of this because the problem with this, that would have been the long with an invalidation down at the lows. And that's a high probability, but it's not giving you the best risk to reward. So you probably got to then look to come back up here and to deal with some of this. But yeah, overall, I think that was a good opportunity. So whoever that was on ETH Classic, if you were able to get back in there, then that was really good. Locally, you're probably looking at a slight pullback. You might test this once more. And again, it kind of depends what the whole market's going to do at this stage, because you do come back into that OB. So just simple stuff again here. There's not much else you need to be doing here. that like little 30-minute order block there, okay, caused a bit of a pullback. You're at your VWAP, so you're holding that, and you've got your daily open way down here. Yeah. If you could get an entry on this, like, because that one's gone, but if you could get an entry on this down here, $22.40, and then you're using that as the lows, that might be okay. We're close to London highs. Are you serious? Are we actually moving? Don't fucking... We're not close to London highs. What are you talking about? We're not close to London highs. No. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're having a little bit of a move up. But this isn't going to get there. Surely this isn't going to come up and take these London highs right now. There's just not the volume. You're gonna come up into like 19,220 and roll back over again, unless we start to see some volume coming in. I'll put an alert here. If we do hit 19,220, you get through the 618 slightly. $60 is close when we're in such a small range, I guess so, yeah. It's just painful, isn't it? Like, this price action is just... Yeah, so we are close, but just going on what... Look at the chart. Look at the state of the candles. It's just... Look. Price action is so ugly. And yeah, there's stuff to trade. We got a couple of really nice trades from this on the New York Open yesterday. But at least we had volatility on New York Open yesterday. We took that short, we took that long. But today it's like... meh. On the plus side, you did have the 130 pivot. That's why I took the short from the weekly open. So... it was at the right time. You hit 130. You're looking for that to be a reversal. I also think we got a pretty big hidden bearish divergence. Do we have any kind of divergence going on at all on the chart? With the CVD, no. Carver had a nice bounce. Cool. Yeah, okay. What's the time? 14:56. Cool. Everyone smash the likes as well. We don't have enough likes yet. Let's get the likes up. If we can get this to 80 likes, then I'm going to tell you where I want to see Bitcoin going for the rest of the day. Basically, there's a little bit of, like, it's starting to show something here. Hamza, Atas has always been free for crypto. It's always been free. But yes, it is free for crypto, yeah. All right. So, anybody who has not been bored off and who may be new to the channel, if you are here and you are new and you are somehow enduring this price action with the rest of us, then welcome, welcome, welcome. Please do go check out tauruscrypto.com. This is a public service announcement. Anybody who is interested, if you go and visit the website today, and this will be live up until Halloween, it obviously won't show up for you if you've already done it, so this isn't showing up for me, but when you go onto the website there'll be like a big spin the wheel thing that will pop up, so make sure your ad block is turned off if you're not seeing it and you try and go on there. It is a pop-up, so a spin the wheel thing will pop up, and you're guaranteed to win a prize. So that will be either discount vouchers for the crew membership. We have 15% off, we have 30% off, we have 50 half price vouchers for this for the crew if you're interested in. We have some trials available, so you could spin the wheel and win a 2-week trial to the crew membership. We've got exocharts, free exocharts giveaways, and we've got raffle ticket entries. So what we're going to do on Halloween is I'm going to put together a package of prizes. Okay, so there'll be some crypto prizes in there, there'll be some free memberships in there, there may be a few NFTs in there. I haven't quite figured it out exactly what the raffle's going to be. I'll probably announce that on Monday, or maybe tomorrow. I might announce it tomorrow, maybe that'd be better. So yeah, do go over there and you're guaranteed to win a prize. Okay, so that will show up on the website. The other thing we currently have at the moment is, if you go over onto Twitter, then we are running a little Prime XBT giveaway. This is actually $250 trading coupons. So all you need to do for this, if you want to have the chance to win $250, that is like free money to trade with, then go to primexbt.com/Tauros. Okay, the link for that should be in the description below. Let me just post it here anyway, just if it's not to hand. I'm sure P's probably posted it. But yeah, go to u.primexbt/Tauros, and all you need to do there is sign up, deposit and place a trade on the Prime XBT exchange. It's a decent exchange. This is where I trade a lot of legacy markets. So you can trade the S&P 500 there, you can trade gold there, you can trade oil there, you can trade the Nasdaq there, you can trade Euro USD, you can trade GBP USD, so Forex pairs, and you can use your crypto as collateral for that. So this is really nice because I can trade Forex using my USDT. So do go and sign up over there. Then all you need to do is just let us know your UID. Okay, you can see here we've had like, what, 5 people enter, and we've got 2 of these. So you've actually got a pretty good chance of winning. So check out that competition. That's the other thing, and make sure you go and follow Taurus Crypto on Twitter as well. We have hit 80 likes, so I'm going to stop right there. And we're just gonna have one last look at the charts before we wrap this up. Matteo, DXY unstoppable, is it? It's unstoppable. Let's have a look. Oh my god, look at it. It's moved like a whole, like, oh no, it's yeah. It also included a meet and greet with Luke if you win a prize. Really? What did? Is that on the spin the wheel now, P? I hope not. I don't really I don't even want to. Tom's Diner. Do you ever trade KuCoins, shitcoins? Of course I do. Of course. But it's more of a yeah. Not shitcoins, but I'll trade some low caps. Yeah, absolutely. Like this is what I've been doing with like RSR, ZCX, QNT. Not really a small cap anymore, to be honest. It was earlier in the year, but this is absolutely not a low cap anymore. But yeah, yeah, definitely looking at. I definitely do go over there from time to time, but I do it in waves. So I'll only do it when there's opportunity in the altcoin market. And at the moment, there is good opportunity in the altcoin market because Bitcoin's not really doing anything. So there's other opportunities out there. EGLD's still moving up a little. But yeah. AR, how to redeem my discount code. So if you, it should become like, it is automatic, the process. But there have been a few issues on the website. So just contact through the website or DMP on Discord. So go onto Discord and drop me a DM if you want to use and activate the coupon. Like, that's why, I mean, they are active. So as soon as you get the code, it is active. But for some reason, sometimes they don't work straight away. What happened to Tesla after earnings? Let's have a look at Tesla, and then I will go. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Tesla underperformed earnings, didn't it? So, yeah. See what happens. Like, I would say this is looking like a really good opportunity for a long, but it really is looking like a good opportunity for a long. If you can get back into here, because you've taken out some really substantial lows from this, again, like back in summer lows, and you would imagine that there would be a bounce back up. So I would be looking for a bounce. Like, you could get easily a 30% bounce off of this, even if this downtrend's going to continue. Alternatively, you're going down to 180, so that's like the next level. So if lows are taken from down here, then that would be amazing. But right now, that's quite a long way off. So Tesla, I haven't taken a long on it yet, but it's absolutely, that is something that I would consider here, because that did get that dump today, which is very interesting. If not, if that fails, and probably today's low, so you probably look for this to immediately start going back up again and get back above here. So I probably look to get an entry if it does this, and then look to take it up with an invalidation down here, because failing that, I think you're going down to $180 on Tesla. But yeah, this is a pretty good opportunity on it actually right now. Okay, last two altcoins. I'm going to look at Chili's. Oh no, I'm going to look at... Alright, I'm going to just quickly see. I'm going to do odds. Very, very brief look. No. Oh my god, the volume actually is okay. What is this? This will be fundamentals, right? This is the kind of thing you either ride it to zero or you make thousands of %. The volume looks really good, but I don't know if I trust that volume. The volume does look good across the board though, right? I don't know what odds is. But yeah, volume looks decent. And you're looking at it's like literally on the floor, so you can't TA that. It's just a hold. But yeah, nice. APT, there's not going to be enough history for yet for me to really give anything. But what I would wait for this to do is just to come down and take out the launch lows. Where are we on here? The volume could be faked, but it is KuCoin, so it's probably okay. KuCoin's normally pretty legit. I don't mind KuCoin. Could this have another run up? I don't know. It's really hard to say with this because I haven't really researched the project. I know there's tons of hype about it, and I know it is a it's another QNT ecosystem thing. It's another interoperability, that type of thing. So that there is a ton of hype around APT. it's just too early, right? I don't know. Like, if you want to make an investment in the token, great. But if you want to trade it, just wait. Is APT? Oh no, APT's the ape one. Or is it? What is it? No. Yeah, APT is the thing. Yeah. I don't know. It's too early for me to comment on this. There's tons of hype. I would expect it to go lower. I'd need to see what the market cap is. This is what I would do. Go to CoinGecko. Because CoinGecko normally put up all of the stats before CoinMarketCap. APT. Aptos, yeah, that's the one. And then this is how I do my research on it. It's rank 57. It's way, 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 way overvalued. Massively overvalued right now. 7 billion fully diluted market cap. You're looking at like 13% of the supply currently available. It has no max supply. There's massive red flags here. Like, immediately massive red flags. What's just happened? BTC's taken something. Roar. What have we done? Oh, it was just boring. I thought that was like taking out highs, but no, this is just where you're looking at. Unless we see some volume, you're probably going to fall back down at this point. Yeah, that Aptos thing, it's too early, but it's going to go lower, I would say. You can't have a fully diluted market cap. I'm going to go back onto this because this is really important. Okay, this is really important for people to understand, and just when to like not get drawn into hype. You just need to do a little bit of research early on. First of all, it's launched and it's already like basically in the top 50. Okay, so it's already in the top 100. It's got hype there around it, yeah, but it's launched at a really high price already. Your circulating supply is minimal, and 50% of the supply is held by... It's not good. It really is not good. So yeah, it can make some money, but you're going to need to wait for price to come down a lot. Or you just wait for that initial hype cycle to get out of the way, and then you can start to trade it. But people are talking about this as like the Solana killer or something, aren't they? But at least with Solana... Yeah, do your research into the projects before you buy them. Oh, we've got some volume coming in, finally. Okay, so yes, we may take out the London highs now. That would be nice. We're actually seeing some volume here. Finally, okay. We are getting some volume. I need to reload this chart. So you're now looking to take out London highs, and that would be a potential scalp short. Yeah. This is annoying. I was just getting ready to go. I was just getting ready to wrap this up, and now it's moving. It's typical. I'm not going to stay forever. I am going to go soon. I'm definitely going to go soon, because even if it takes out these highs, you look at previous day high as being a decent level. You would be looking at previous day high here. You've got the London highs internal, like of what we've kind of had so far. The overall idea was like, this is what I was looking for this morning, was for there to be a bit of a squeeze. So if we can start to stop out some shorts, that'd be nice. I'm not stuck with you. I am going. I am going. I need to do other stuff. I can't talk for this long. Normally after an hour, I'm just like, my brain's just fried. And if we had some real volatility, stuff that was like really interesting to talk about, great. But okay, levels to the upside, and then we'll just go and we'll call it a day there. So there was some stuff below us that I was interested in. If we weren't to get this move up, and even now still, if we do just fall, like if we take out the London high and we get a bit of a rejection from that and we come back down below VWAP, then I would be looking down here at 19,020. You do have that Asia POC down here, which fills in some of the imbalances below. So just taking out that previous day low, going into that VWAP close there and into that naked point of control, that naked session point of control, that would be the level to the downside. Above us, you're looking for a daily. Okay, so then just put the session volume profile onto here to make it easier. Let's remove this and let's put this on. And then you can see here, that's your confluence. Okay, so if we are going to get a move higher, you do have previous day high. You do have to be aware of that. There could be a little SFP of previous day high that takes us back into the current day POC maybe, but ultimately that move up to 19,400 is what I was looking for this morning and what I'm still looking for now. So that move to 19,400 is the big one. That's the one that I mentioned on my trading update this morning. That is the resistance. That was what we had identified as some support a couple of days ago, but never took the trade there because it just didn't get a reaction as we came into it. But you can see once, twice, confirmed as resistance. So if we do get another move into that, then that's when you start to look at this starting to play out, where you can come into 19,400. You can reject, because I still do think it will reject the first time, but then you're looking at this as a bigger rounded bottom that can start to form. So you can come into this, you can correct back in, and then you're looking up for the big one, which is 19,800. That ultimately is what I would really like to see on this. Yes, there's stuff in between. Okay, so when you come up here, you're likely to put in a range for a little bit before moving higher, but what would be ideal is, yeah, move into that, reject, go and do this, and then you're looking for that final move up. Let's see if it can start to form a trend to take us higher. So that ultimately is the plan. If we do come back down, if we do SFP here and we're looking back down, then that 19k even is the one. So that's everything. That's everything I'm really looking at. The levels are unchanged. So this is why I haven't really spoken too much about that today, because it's the same stuff I've been saying recently, but that is what I'm looking for. If this can happen, and if we do take out previous day high and we can get back into that monthly open, I think the altcoins will have a bit of there'll be a bit of life coming back into those again, which would be really nice. Sorry, I'm just looking at this, which is coming down into like a really nice buy zone for me. This Casper token, I like it, and I wanted it lower because it was a similar situation with APT. I didn't like where it started, but now it's coming down into a good area, which is good. Yeah, that's Bitcoin. That's I've done some charting on some alts. Let's see what happens. If we can continue the volume, then it does look like we're going to take out highs, but this is resistance. Okay, I've taken the short from here already today, which played out nicely, and it's still resistance until it's broken, right, I guess. So yeah, on that note, I am going to wrap it up. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining, and yeah, see how the rest of the day goes. Cheers, guys. Bye.